I'd love to be an archaeologist, but I know if I found anything interesting, it would not be able to be made public. Like the person posting this is like, where is this from? You know, nobody knows anything about this unless you live in that country. Maybe you might know about it or something like that. But our textbooks don't really make known the archaeological finds that are made all the time. Um, Sometimes on social media you'll see them, and so I'm showing them here. This is on Pinterest, uh, because it shows that our history books are all wrong. Um, most prehistory, anyways. I mean, like there's no evidence for evolution, obviously, and there's also evidence that there were giants, that there were really small being like humans, like very small humans, things like that. Like, so that very large humans, very small humans, obviously were like an experiment, where the gods and Buddhas were like trying different types of bodies, sizes of people, you know what I mean? Um, it shows a different kind of history than what every history book in the world would have to be changed because uh, they're holding on with an iron fist to the what's being allowed to be taught in the universities. Really, if you're going to university, you're probably mostly being brainwashed. Some things you're learning, it depends on what you're in, but I mean, I think universities are more like brainwashing centers. Whenever I talk to people from universities, it's like I can't even talk to them because they're just so stupid. you know it's not that they're stupid, it's just that they're so brainwashed, like they can't think outside of what they've been so extremely brainwashed with. Like, look at the size of this thing. Those are people, right? This is obviously a stone that's been carved. um and I mean, I don't think we have any equipment in the world that could lift that right now. Obviously they did in the past because it was obviously made and moved or whatever. um These are all over the oceans, all over the different continents or whatever, and we're not being allowed to know about them. Um, okay, I'm going to go. Let's see. Giants. Giants. So, okay. See, look at this. Here. That's a skull. That's a human skull, but it's the size of a human today, right? I mean, they're huge. But these are being found all over the world. But if I was an archaeologist, I found something I found something interesting, I wouldn't be able to put it in any media in the world, put it in any textbook in the world. We don't know anything about this. This is being extremely suppressed because you have to suppress lies. The truth doesn't need to be suppressed. If you just let the truth be known, whatever, you don't have to control it. It just is. But when you start lying, that start faking it, like you're starting to um you have to just control everything then so that people don't know about it. Present day man, there's all these different sizes of skeletons found throughout the different layers of the earth. But anyways, yeah, like this is in Ohio. This is in the US. As if any textbook is allowed to put that in. you know the only thing it's allowed to put in are hoaxes, like that the Lucy hoax, where, oh, it's a jawbone. No, it's a jawbone put on a human skull. It was a hoax. They found out it was a hoax, but it's still in our textbooks, you know, saying, oh, yeah, evolution, this is a missing link. They found one missing link when there should be. I mean, you just look around, you should realize there are no missing links. This theory is garbage, you know? I mean, it should have taken 2 seconds, but with all the brainwashing that goes on, they can't think anymore. You know, they just train people. It doesn't make sense. That's okay. That's okay. If it doesn't make sense, you just have to accept it. If you accept it, you get an A plus. Come on, and you get to pass, and you get to have a good job, as long as you don't talk about the truth. If you talk about the truth, you're out of a job. You don't pass university, and you're out of a job, and you could be a bum on the street for the rest of your life. That's what this is. We should be up in arms about this, like really, really upset about this, because it's suppressing the history of what really is going on, and it makes me so mad, really. Anyways, there is some information about it out there, and I thought I'd make a video about it. There's a lot of different things like that, like giants, and there's also little fairies or little humanoids, skeletons too. Very small, smaller than human, like us today. Um, that is just huge. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Anyways, these are real. This is real archaeological finds, and these people have to lie. You know, everybody has to lie. If they wouldn't lie about it, they wouldn't be working there. You know, they would probably be killed or whatever. I mean, that's our world is governed by an iron fist because it's they think they have to lie about everything because they want to perpetuate the other lies. You know, as soon as truth gets in the way of a lie, they have to suppress that truth, and then they just end up suppressing more truth and more truth and more truth, and that's just our world government for you. So we got to put a stop to it. We got to find who these people are and put them on trial. You know, put them in prison or whatever. You know, at least in prison. My goodness, they are very evil.